Birthday Buddy is an automation tool that helps you send birthday wishes across social media. Today we'll be going over how to create a Birthday Buddy schedule for Facebook. Before we create the schedule, there are two things we need to do. First, we need to make sure that we know our Facebook email and password. The second thing is we have to turn on two-factor authentication using a third-party application. To complete these steps, I like to use an incognito Chrome browser. If you're using Windows, you can open one by holding Control, Shift, and then N as in Nancy. If you're using a Mac, you can open one up by holding Command, Shift, and then the letter N for Nancy. Let's navigate to Facebook. If you're able to log in successfully, great, the first step is complete. If you see a page like this, that means you do have two-factor authentication enabled, but let's ensure it's using a third-party application. In order to configure two-factor authentication, look for the arrow at the top right next to the question mark, and then click on Settings. From here, see where it says Security and Login on the left side, and click that. And on this page, you'll be able to configure your two-factor authentication. So go ahead, click Edit or Add, depending on whether you already have it on or not. I already have it installed, so this is the way it looks, but you can manage it here. If you don't already have it, now's a good time to install the authentication app you will want to use on your phone. Personally, I use Google Authenticator, but you can use LastPass, 1Password, there's Microsoft Authenticator, a lot of different options, so pick the one you feel most comfortable with, install it, and then go ahead and go through the configuration of adding the authentication app. If you're using something like Google Authenticator, it may look something like this. If you haven't set it up yet, you'll hit the plus sign at the bottom right. Once you do that, you will scan barcode, and you will scan the QR code that will appear when you're setting this up on Facebook. If you're using the new version of Facebook, it's pretty similar to set up, so just click that right arrow on the top right, click on Settings and Privacy, and then Settings, and then here you will click on Security and Login on the left side. Here's where you'll find the two-factor authentication settings. And again, you can go ahead and edit or add it depending on whether you have it or don't have it. Alright, now comes the fun part. Let's go ahead and go to Birthday Buddy, that's bdaybud.com, and log in to your Birthday Buddy account. Once you're logged in, you're going to go ahead and click on Automation. This is the page where you will see all of the schedules you've created, as well as create new ones. So let's go ahead and click on Create Schedule. You'll click on the Facebook icon, and let's start off by filling out our Facebook email and password. Once we've completed that, pick the time that you want Birthday Buddy to send out the automated wishes on every day. Then go ahead and please, I definitely recommend reading through the terms of service. It is definitely a lot shorter than you'll find in most services. Then you'll see this block on enabling two-factor authentication. We did this in a prior step. So let's have that app ready to go, and let's click Submit. At this point, you'll find yourself at the pending status of the schedule. So wait here for a few moments while Birthday Buddy fires up and tests the credentials that you supplied. As long as you gave the correct Facebook email and password, the next step that will appear will be to add your two-factor authentication code. Again, if you're using Google Authenticator, it'll look something like this. Just find the Facebook appropriate key and then the 6-digit code that's currently available and add that right here where it says two-factor authentication code. After submitting that, give Birthday Buddy a few moments to test your two-factor code, and shortly you should see a validated schedule, which means that you are all set. Well, that concludes the tutorial. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to help@bdaybud.com.